I just ordered 4 double rum and cokes from that girl. She just walked off. Are you Dan Knowlton? And so Dan's head immediately inflated.
You bought anything from Primark? So you're unethical.
Oh.
We're just a couple of business anchors. Welcome to the Business Anchors podcast. This jingle is slightly too long. This jingle is slightly too long.
Hi guys, Dan just told me to up my energy for part 2, so I'm ready and raring to go.
That's not fake at all.
I didn't think I was low energy, but now I'm definitely not.
Well, in the break you said, "Oh, that took so much energy from me." You said you feel drained.
It was hard making those decisions. Although, speaking to one of our employees, I won't mention her name, but it sounds like Schmorren. Do you know what? I think she would have kicked that rabbit for the pay rise. Absolutely. I mean, in her appraisal, we're going to have to discuss that. Not discuss giving her that pay rise, by the way, guys. I'm going to negotiate. Go on, $2,000. Yeah.
Ethics part 2, Lloyd. This is where it's going to get really juicy.
Oh, is it? Juicy ethics. So, Dan really wanted to talk about this thing where I'm a terrible person, so we'll talk about that in a bit. But first, we're going to talk about the ethics of or how we can be more ethical in our business potentially, and also the ethics of bigger businesses and we're going to just judge everyone.
Yeah, let's judge everyone.
Let's be judgmental. But something that was in the news yesterday, actually.
Can you say it in the style of a news reporter, please?
Okay. Oh, how does a news reporter sound? In other news, Jeff Bezos. How do you say his name? Bezos. Bezos. In other news, Jeff Bezos has become a much wealthier man today. His I know I wouldn't be good without a teleprompter, would I? His what's the word called? His
Wealth.
Yeah, he's. Do you think I could get a job as a foreign news anchor?
Come on, you do this.
Basically,
do it in the style. Come
on. Jeff Bezos is now worth £13 billion more, or it might be dollars, than he was yesterday as the Amazon share price rose. We've been debating, is it ethical to even be a billionaire? Surely someone needs to be exploited. That's my opinion.
More on that coming soon. Now over to Jacinda with the sport. Okay, you happy now? Yeah, thank you.
Cool. So Jeff Bezos yesterday, I think it was 13 billion. He's worth 13 billion more today than yesterday because of the share price of Amazon. And I guess my question is, can you actually be ethical and be a billionaire?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Do you know who about Bill Gates giving away? What was his recent donation for trees? £10 million or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think you can. I think. I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast with Elon Musk the other day, and did you hear Elon Musk? He's sick and tired of people just saying he's really greedy and he's got loads of money, so he's just getting rid of all his possessions, and he's not going to have any possessions.
But surely he'll still have the same amount of money.
I can't remember what he said he's doing with the money. I think he was doing some kind of good cause.
Okay. Oh, great. Sounds really good.
Well, I think you can be.
Or an ethical billionaire.
Oh no, look, you've done so well. How horrible of you. You've earned loads of money.
So my thoughts are, if you've got £1 billion, it's not possible to work hard enough to deserve £1 billion.
Says who?
Me. No, okay, so a teacher in this country is worth, I think starting wage. When I was going to be a teacher, it was like 21,000, but probably 25,000.
Okay,
I might be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, in my opinion, educating our children in society is a challenging job, and you have to work hard. So even if, let's find another job, actually, that's 10 times as hard as a teacher, which I don't think there's any job that is 10 times as hard as being a teacher.
Yeah.
But if we're justifying how much that person should be earning, they should earn 250,000 a year, which you wouldn't become a billionaire on.
Yeah, but I think you're valuing your value, are you valuing the effort they're putting in or the result from the effort they're putting in, as in educated kids is the result, or the effort is stressful times, doing marketing and stuff, having 6 weeks holiday in the summer?
No, that is not what teaching's like. But no,
I just think I my personal opinion is if like, so you should be saying that you're not worthy of what you're earning now because there's people working harder than you doing stuff that's saving the planet but not getting paid as much. I just don't. I think,
but that is true, isn't it? Those people are more deserving of that money than me.
Well, not necessarily. Depends what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I also think we shouldn't be demonizing successful people.
But I don't think. I think this is where our opinions differ. I don't think having billions of pounds makes you successful. Surely not having billions of pounds and spending it on making the world a better place makes you successful.
Yes.
Yeah.
In different ways, but to get the billions of pounds, you've got to have put a lot of work in and done some very clever things and worked very hard to get to there. You haven't just clicked your fingers and got £1 billion.
So worked very hard and been clever, but yesterday, I think it was 13 billion that Jeff Bezos got richer in a day, right?
Yeah.
So that's the equivalent of 21,600 years of being a teacher. Mm-hmm. Has he worked that hard in a day?
He's worked smarter, not harder.
Okay, we agree to disagree. Yeah, I don't think we can justify anyone having that much wealth when people are dying every day of hunger.
Yes, I get that. But I also think we shouldn't be shitting on people who work hard and not work hard who are successful.
Yeah. I think it's it's perfectly fine to work hard and well done if you're financially free and stuff. But so you could have 1 billion, probably be all right, couldn't you?
Okay. So would you? Again, I'm not really good at politics but is it Cuba? Is it socialism? Or is it Cuba where you basically the government just hands everyone exactly the same money and everyone's works? Do you know what I mean?
I think we're getting into stuff we don't know much
about.
No,
that's what I'm saying. But do you think that, okay, let's ignore that, but a society where everyone gets an equal amount and everyone contributes towards
If I'm completely honest, like I was just saying, we're not experts in this, so I don't know the solution. But what I do think is the wealth in the world should be shared more equally than it is now.
Yeah.
So at the moment, like I said, in a day he earned 21,600 years of a teacher wage.
Yeah.
I mean, make it a bit more. Give him 200 years in a day rather than 21,000. Do you see what I mean?
No, I think we're in agreement with that. We are in agreement with that.
Okay, let's move on because that's probably the most intense conversation we've had on this podcast. I thought we were going to be high energy and not. intense.
Yeah, come on. Lloyd.
Hey,
fun.
Oh, billionaires.
Oh, when are we telling the story about you being really unethical? Is that not yet?
You're so desperate to tell. Well, it's not supposed to be yet, but you can.
Can I just tell it now, just to up the?
Yeah, because you're just.
I won't tell it. I'll tee it up and then you can tell the story because I want to hear it come from you.
Okay.
So I'll give you the. This is a story about Lloyd being really unethical. So we went on a skiing trip to France and we were in a bar. Go, Lloyd.
Oh, that's what you set me up with. You'll make. See, listeners.
Tell the full story as well.
Anchor's community. You can judge me. So, not my proudest moment, but we were in a bar, night out, had a few drinks, and one of the people behind the bar was drinking a lot herself, and it was getting to the point where she couldn't really do her job.
So Lloyd took her home and
no, oh God, it's not. Don't worry, guys. You don't have to stop listening. It's not one of those.
No, but it's not that. But I mean, she was literally standing on the bar.
So I was getting a bit frustrated because, like, trying to get a drink and stuff, and it was taking like an hour because she was too busy doing 5 shots. And then I actually so I was getting a bit annoyed. Bought a couple of rounds. Thinking, it's taking ages because drunky over there. And then I saw her manager come over and basically tell her to go home. because she was just barging all the other people behind the bar, spilling stuff.
It was quite funny.
She forgetting who was ordering, forgetting like who's paying her. So, and then this is the most unethical thing I can think of that I've ever done. I thought, right, this bar has annoyed me, so I'm going to make the most of this. So I got the manager's attention. I just ordered 4 double rum and cokes from that girl. She just walked off. I've ordered and paid for them, and he just, I'm so sorry. I'll get them for you. So I hadn't ordered or paid for those, but I thought I'm gonna, horrible person. I basically stole 4 drinks, didn't I?
Oh,
you happy now that everyone knows I'm a terrible person?
I just really enjoy that story.
Yeah.
The whole of part 1, Lloyd's there. Yeah, I'm just really ethical and really good at life. Yeah.
So I'm a horrible person as well as Dan. So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Right, you happy now, Dan?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
good.
You did your dissertation on Coca-Cola. Are they? What are opinions on if they're unethical? Or was it about the ethics, or was it just Coca-Cola in general?
Do you know what? I was trying to remember what my dissertation actually, the title of it was, but I can't remember.
Oh, great conversation.
But I remember doing research into how ethical they were, and there were some really interesting things. So, because there is lots of unethical things they've done historically. How I've got an interesting statistic for you. How many?
I'll be the judge of whether it's interesting or not.
How much water do you think it takes to produce a 500 milliliter bottle of Coca-Cola?
600 milliliters?
Nope.
A litre?
Nope.
2 litres?
1.9 litres.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I don't know, that's not a huge unethical thing. That's to do with the environment. But there's, when you look, there's loads of stories of them doing really unethical stuff. And it was an interesting dissertation, which I can't remember what the topic was. But I got a first, so.
Oh, good.
No.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter about how ethical Coca. Lloyd can't speak.
Also, another thing that's very topical to do with ethics is the fast fashion giant, BOOHOO.
Oh, you sound like a news anchor now.
The fast fashion giant, boohoo.com, have been found that they have had slave workers in there. I don't know what it's called, but they have... did you see why they're in the news?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
Because they've got big factories paying people like £2 an hour.
Yeah.
And
I actually had a really interesting call with Biz Paul, who's someone in the marketing community who's a great guy, and he lives in Leicester, who've just been shut down, and we're talking about
lockdown, not shut down.
Lockdown, and he was talking about because all of the kind of, it's a big textile area where there's lots of factories and things, and he was saying he believes that's why COVID and things happened, because they carried on working, or this was what other people were saying in Leicester.
Forcing them to work.
And obviously if, people are ill and got symptoms and then they're going into work, it's not a good thing, is it?
So I guess so that's come out. I'm sure there are lots of other cheap products and cheap clothes that are because people are being exploited.
Have you ever bought anything from Primark? So you're unethical.
Oh, very judgmental. No, but I read a book on this, which I thought was interesting, because firstly, I've bought stuff from cheap places like Primark where potentially people are being exploited. So then I started thinking, I shouldn't buy that. And I started judging myself. I shouldn't shop there and do things like that. Then I read a book that actually was presenting the other side of the argument, which is in a lot of the countries where these people are earning like, 10p a day to work in this, they were actually saying lots of people's lives have been made much worse in these countries by those places being shut down, because the alternative is like working for 5p in a coal mine, 5p a day in a coal mine, rather than 10p a day.
So you're saying you support slave labour?
No, I'm definitely not. But I'm just saying I found that interesting that there was that different perspective that yes, they're getting paid a fraction of this country, but currently it could be the better option for those people, which I thought was interesting. But it's so hard for us to know.
I think analysing you do actually do do change your behaviour based on things that happen. Like, do you remember Weatherspoons? What you'll now, because of they sacked everyone, didn't they? You'll now not go into a Weatherspoons.
Well, no, I didn't say that.
If you see Lloyd in a Weatherspoons, can you take a photo and send it to me, please?
No, I didn't say that I would never go.
He's boycotting Weatherspoons.
But I did say through COVID, they're one of the companies that has really treated their staff badly.
Yeah, so he'd go, but he'd just feel a little bit bad about himself.
But I do think I'd be less inclined to, if I was organising something
Fancy going to
with
Spoons for lunch?
10 people, I wouldn't suggest going there. But if someone's going, I'm going to Weatherspoons for my birthday, I'm not going to be that person that goes,
I think you'll find they didn't treat their staff very well, so I'm going to ruin your birthday.
Yeah.
But I would be less inclined. I think we should all try and think about the businesses we're spending our money. But it's so hard to actually know the facts that... And also, like, I try and be all ethical and stuff. Like, in January, I'm going to be vegan. And then I'm trying to be this great person that's all ethical.
Yeah. How did that work out, being vegan?
And then I love cheese too much. So, just eat a bit of cheese, though. So, it's hard. But I guess it's any small steps that we can all take are a step in the right direction. But, yeah. So, if you see me in Weatherspoons, say, you are a terrible person, Lloyd.
I can't wait for people to send me photos of you in spoons.
You really like to make me look bad.
It's only because you make yourself look really good.
What? Oh, do I? Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. So I wanted to just talk about a business that I think is good and ethical, that we should aspire to be like, which you actually mentioned previously because you spoke about Sean. So from an outsider's perspective, Sleeping Giant, you might think, we've tricked them well thinking that, but no, I think you're genuinely Sleeping Giant Media seem to be a very ethical business, and I've seen, and especially Sean seems to have been a really big part in driving towards them, making positive changes for the environment and things like that. And I thought, looking at them, I would like us to have more kind of initiatives and a vision that us and our team can have a positive impact, because I think firstly, selfishly, it will feel good for us all to be like, we've made this impact, but secondly, I think it'd be the right thing for us to work
alright,
towards.
what are you going to do about it?
I am going to
He's going to say that it will be a good initiative.
I'm going to tell the world that it's a good thing.
Number one, tick.
Yeah. And then behind the scenes, we're going to do nothing. No. I think as we're growing quite quickly at the moment, but I think that's something in our, when we have like our monthly management meetings, I think that would be a good thing for us to discuss. Like, what could we start doing? Maybe we should speak to Sean from Sleeping Giant as well, get some ideas and inspiration. But I mean, we do good stuff. Like when we kitted out this office, we use a lot of upcycled furniture and stuff, and we put insulation in the walls and stuff, so we didn't. Yeah, so we're really good and stuff. Yeah,
we're really green.
Yeah.
So I'm completely off topic, but I just remembered it.
Where have I been unethical, Dan? Go on, tell me.
Sorry. Do you remember? I just thought it was something funny because the anchor community. Do you remember what happened at Wingham Zoo at the weekend?
What happened at Wingham? Oh.
This is quite a funny story.
We're famous. So, yeah, Dan can tell the story, but I'm concerned we're going to have to start getting bodyguards.
So basically, we were at Wingham queuing up some food.
By the way,
with our sons
at Wingham, it's like a zoo for those who don't know.
And it was probably about 9 a.m. Everyone's quiet, getting their coffees and things, and then this bloke walks past. I can't remember your name. I'm really sorry. And I didn't know who it was, but he shouted, "Knowlton brothers, way!" And I was like, "You alright?"
I'm not sure it's quite like that.
And then, he just said, "Oh, watch all your videos." So thank you.
It's nice.
And then
I said to Dan, "Oh God, we're getting bombarded. We're gonna have to leave if the paparazzi turn up." God.
And then he did a post on LinkedIn and tagged us. And do you know, he thought it was so funny because he thought it was just us two going to Wingham together, not with kids.
Oh, we thought we were just going a nice brother trip to the zoo.
It's so cool that you and your brother go to the zoo, just you two.
Oh. Oh, no, we did go with our children. Although I do enjoy the zoo. Giraffes at Wingham. Yeah, really good.
But sorry, that was completely off.
Also, another thing this week that makes Dan think thinks he's famous.
I don't think I'm famous.
There was a road closure, and he wound his window down. This was last week as well, and tried to shout out to a lady. Is that? Can you get down there, or is it closed? And her response was, "Are you Dan Knowlton?" And so Dan's head immediately inflated, and I think his response was probably something. Yeah, love. Just try to ask a question. Don't hassle me. Is that what you said? No.
Yeah.
No, but she recognised Dan as well because he's just such an influencer in the marketing.
We were saying
community.
we're just getting bombarded, aren't we?
Oh, it's hard.
Do you know, this is what Lloyd said. Literally, this is what he said. Being serious at Wingham, he said, "Our next hire is going to have to be a security guard."
No, I did not
You
say
did
that. That would be funny, but guys, please don't believe him because that would make me sound like a complete twat.
Which you are.
But yeah, so Dan's ego's been inflated a bit.
So's yours.
Getting recognised. Thanks, Anchor community. If you do see us out and about, shout at us more because it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny quotes from the podcast.
Yes.
Stuff like,
shout vermin at me.
oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Cool. We're rambling about weird stuff now, aren't
I
we?
really need a wee as well.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Thank you, listeners, for listening. I feel this podcast is going more and more downhill towards the end of this episode, Dan. I don't know what you think.
No, it's been enjoyable.
Yeah.
The best part is definitely the story about you with the...
Yeah. Dan's so happy that he can paint me as a horrible person.
No, just anchors. Lloyd is actually a really good person. It's just I like to poke fun at him because he does like to appear good as well as being good.
Dan,
so.
I never talk about my charity work. Come on.
Oh, what, you charity work?
Oh yeah, I do actually. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, with the homeless. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day. Right. Thanks, business anchors, for listening. Hopefully you're all much more ethical now we've been talking about that. If you think anything we've said is unethical, tell us and we'll try and change it.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will, Dan. Anyway, ethics. See you next
Tuesday.
week. Dan, see you next week. Love you, anchors.
Bye.